Hello everybody, for this HuntaeLa video guide I'm going to talk about a very common issue for Storm Spirit players, mana. Storm Spirit revolves around casting lots of spells in order to be effective. The key to success is knowing how to manage your mana properly, and this is exactly what you're going to learn from this video. The number one reason why Storm Spirit goes out of mana is his ultimate. Most players are zapping around too much when there is no need to. What you need to remember is the only time when you should use your ultimate is either to cheat death or reposition yourself swiftly, or to be effective in teamfights. Do not use your zap reposition to simply move yourself to the mid lane after taking the rune, or something else completely unnecessary. Even in teamfights, you should not go for really long defensive zaps, because it's going to drain your mana very quickly. There is a better way to utilise your ball lightning defensively without using too much of the precious blue juice. If the enemy team is going on you and you zap defensively, you move at just a short distance and see if your enemies are still chasing you. If they are, zap further away and keep doing it until they give up. Using this strategy is not only going to save your life, but will also preserve mana. Also, there's another thing you should consider when zapping defensively during a team fight. It's how much mana you're going to have once you return to the fight. If you're out of mana, you're going to be worthless. So remember, do not ever go for a really long zap. Simply do it several times over a short distance until the enemies give up. Now let's look at how mana management relates to the zapping offensively. As a rule of thumb, whenever you zap in, make sure you have some mana left to escape if you have to. Otherwise you might find yourself overextending and not being able to do anything about it. In case you didn't know, you can use items when you are travelling with zap. That's right, you can pop your bottle or soul ring as you're flying in order to regen a lot of mana without sacrificing any health. Here's an example. Here Storm Spirit's ultimate is activated, and immediately after utilising it, soul ring and bottle are activated. Look at how much mana I have now, compared to the zapping over the exact same distance without using the soul ring and bottle combo. During the early to mid game, always try to use your bottle and soul ring when you're flying around with your ulti, because it's going to have a huge impact on your mana pool and overall contribution to the game. Here is a very important trick. When you're using a bottle charge, always have your power treads on agility. This is going to make your mana and health points lower, meaning that you will regenerate a higher percentage of your overall health and mana when using the bottle charge. Once you switch back to intellect treads, you will end up with more total mana. When you are using your soul ring, always try to have the treads on strength, because you're going to sacrifice a small fraction of your health. Storm Spirit really needs his overload passive to deal high amounts of damage, and very often you will find yourself ultiing around the enemy and right clicking every time your overload procs. It is extremely important to proc your overload by ulting exactly where you are. Basically left click on top of yourself, so that way you don't waste too much mana to get the overload charge. Basically just ulti on top of where your hero is positioned instead of ulting further away, because you're going to get your overload charge either way. But use only the minimum possible amount of mana. Thank you a lot everybody for watching. Please let us know what you think about the video. Remember to check out our other guides on GameLeap.